Witam w kolejnym odcinku na moim kanale. Czytaj. Okej.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
What does he do? What
Oh,
doesn't he do?
hi.
Strong
Poor
as an
Captain
ox.
Thomas might never
and
get
for
back
a
on his
couple of
feet.
grosh and he'll teach you to
Him and
sword
his men were
fight.
attacked by
Why would I
bandits.
want to know how to
Most
sword
of them are
fight?
dead.
So we can wave
Jesus
sticks at
Christ.
each other?
You ain't
Lord
ever been
Van
tempted
Berghoff
to
is
try it
beside
at
himself.
least.
Even if I
One
was
time
tempted,
soldiers out the
I don't
castle.
have time for
Aha!
that shit.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Poczekaj, ej.
I
Chcę
thought
z
we
tobą
divided
pogadać.
up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me the
What did I
innards.
do to
What do you
you?
expect? He's a poacher.
Yeah. What a stench!
Loud.
Come on. Everyone knows about him.
Stop
Don't
it,
name
nuisance!
names. The walls have ears here.
Yeah.
And Betty most
What
of
a
all.
stench!
Nie chcą gadać. Idę do niego. Ten też nie chce ze mną gadać. O, a jakby...
Go and have a wash, will you?
Dobra, to się umyjemy. Bo nie chcą z nami gadać. Bo śmierdzi od nas. Dobra, umyj się. O, może teraz pogadają.
That's the most important thing.
O, teraz?
Enjoy your...
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Ja nie czyszczę latryn. Napadli cię
You were
bandyci.
attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
O. Źle nas potraktowała.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Oj, oj, oj.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Doesn't half taste good today. Nicely settled. Cold. Straight from the cellar.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Na
What
co?
for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
No jak obiecaliśmy.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Dobrze,
All
zrobimy.
right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallies.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Semine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Dobra.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
O,
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
Dobra. Tu.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
O, tu można coś ukraść.
Pacify him! Quick!
O, nie chciałem. Ja nie chciałem. Ja nie chciał.
Give up!
Oho. Oho.
Are you deaf? Yield! Enough!
People today.
O.
Punishment by the plague. My favorite.
O! Przecież się broniłem. Dobra, niepotrzebnie kradłem.
And what can I get for you?
Dobra, tu. To parobek. Muzykant. To jest drwal.
How are you?
Could be better.
Good day.
Good day.
Ten nie chce gadać. A nie, chce.
Good day.
Good day.
No nie.
How are you?
Could be better.
Ale są gadatliwi.
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
God be with you.
And with you.
She stamps and bites when she's upset.
Dobra, nie chcą gadać.
Good day to you.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff, but I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
You must know young Lord Semin, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
Okej.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Kości. Podstawowe zasady. Jeśli interesuje Cię hazard, w większości szanujących się karcz będziesz mógł zagrać w kości. Na początku gry rzucasz wszystkimi 6 kośćmi. Wybierasz kości punktujące, które chcesz zachować. Odkładasz je na bok i na koniec swojej tury otrzymujesz za nie punkty. Po czym możesz przerzucić pozostałe. Kolejne rzuty są możliwe, dopóki masz kości. Jeśli jednak nie uzyskasz żadnego wyniku punktującego, tracisz wszystkie zgromadzone w tej rundzie punkty. Kluczem jest zakończyć turę i zgarnąć punkty, zanim wzrośnie ryzyko niewyrzucenia żadnych punktujących kości. Pierwszy gracz, który osiągnie wymaganą liczbę punktów, wygrywa. W lewym dolnym rogu możesz sprawdzić wszystkie informacje dla obecnej rozgrywki. Niżej znajdują się wszystkie kombinacje kości oraz ich wartości punktowe. Dobra. No dobra.
Show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
Tell you anything.
He didn't even look at it. He just told me to bugger off. Women? Ha, sure. Happy to help them. But when it comes to me, he don't give a fuck.
He did always seem strange to me.
He's a fucking fucker. And I can't even take a piss without scratching my balls all bloody.
No dobra, i co teraz?
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know.
No dobra, i co teraz?
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas Day, and I don't collect tithe before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year.
One beer.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure, but where could I find a decent apprentice?
Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for that. But they are never good enough for you.
I don't want some good-for-nothing in my house. I need someone who's capable. And has Well, a pen on his shoulder. are we still playing? Most important, doesn't drink.
You're no saint yourself. But the
I'll
answer
drink
is
to that.
Stay together. That way you'll keep an eye on the lad. You'll even have someone to carry you home.
To co, trzeba wszystkie oznaczyć? Czy o co tu chodzi? Dobra.
lovely U-boat the other day for a great price. What good's a boat to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money. Did you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good...
Aha, dobra. Mamy 100.
What are you waiting for? Hell to freeze over?
The woods are so full of mushrooms, you nearly trip over it. And the onion skins are as hard as rocks. So hard. That doesn't mean anything. When the onions were hard, my grandpa always griped that it freeze before St.
Posprawdzamy wszystkie. 50. Ta była wyższa.
And what about those wasps? I mean, you've put 5 out of your 8 since we sat down. Yeah, those bastards drank more of it than I have. They don't want to pay for it.
If I was you, I'd take it.
A tu nic nie ma. Tu nic nie ma. O!
Do you need a bit more time?
Czekaj, bo nie wiem, o co tu chodzi. Aha, dobra. Nie, to nie to.
What happened? Did you forget to count?
Have you got anything to eat?
Dobra, dobra.
Have
O,
you
jest.
lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Kurde, ciebie też mam robić? Aha, czyli ja dalej. Dobra. Tu nie. Aha, dobra, to nie. O, dobra, 100. Tu już nie. Też nie.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. These ones here.
Co jest? A gdzie moja tamta?
Finished. Your turn.
Fajnie, nie wiem o co tu chodzi. Dobra, to powinno być. Nie ma. Dobra, jest 50. To już odpada.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know.
No, czyli tylko to.
I'm a bit peckish.
What are you waiting for? Hell to freeze over?
Cicho. Nie wiem, o co chodzi.
How's it going? My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of
Well, are we still playing?
Gramy, tylko ja się muszę. O co tu chodzi? O, dobra.
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That turns off the black
Oznacz 100.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again, haven't you? And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day, he told me to give the cows dark ale to drink.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like. But if I told you they gave 3 times as much milk afterwards, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pick us some cabbage, friend.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plow too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plow on Sunday, are you?
No, nor should you.
Except I don't have a bullock. You won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help.
Do you need a bit more time?
A tankard of ale, thanks. To success!
What happened? Did you forget to count?
No to chcę to.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Dobra, to trzeba... Okej, już wiem. Chyba wiem.
The tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas's Day.
So,
they don't
I went to see
collect tithes before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't
Dobra.
leave it till the last moment this year.
Co?
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
Co jest?
Why the long face?
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Christ, what?
What? Oh, come on! Hey, where's that beer?
An ale.
No, w końcu. Już wiem, o co w tym chodzi.
That's just it. Some noble was resting. Not for shame, but because it was busy now. No more reason to leave it be. Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened today, but it broke his horse's back.
And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge.
He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go.
There'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done in time? That tree will still be here long after we're gone.
I bought a lovely yew bow the other day for a great price.
Oj, tu nie. Mam nadzieję, że będzie dobra. Ja wszystko straciłem.
How's life treating you? Not too bad. I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out? Sure, but where can I find a decent apprentice? Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for help. They are never good enough for you.
I don't want some good for nothing in my house.
These
I want
ones
someone who's
here.
capable and has a good head on his shoulders. And most important, doesn't drink.
You're no saint yourself. But the answer's
Excellent!
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
Well, what can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
Ajajaj. Słabo to wyszło.
Greetings.
To you too.
A ty?
Good day.
Good day.
Say,
Greetings to you.
likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
Może
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
I find that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
Do me a favor. It's obvious they're two hard-up students, or apprentices. What do they call you, lad?
Jestem
I'm
Henry.
Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
Dobra, teraz muszę wybrać. Nie no, jednak...
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samine.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samine and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Berghoff, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Jak mogę wziąć udział w tym weselu? Czy ktoś... O nie, to...
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that'll be needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Bugger it. Cut the mysterious horse shit. You'll scare the lad. Look, if I'm satisfied with you in the smithy, I can guarantee you'll be at the wedding.
Or, if you came to help me at the mill, I'll get you there as well.
Keep your nose out, Crazel. The lad wants to work for me. It's his family trade, so don't try to mess with his head.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right, all right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day, so you won't get in without an invitation.
About that job.
I look forward to seeing you at the Tachov smithy.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
You've heard all you need to know, haven't you?
No tak, no.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schaumburg's his name.
Yeah, I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's peaceful here. Is that all?
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now, thank God.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What's your story? Are you students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Berghoff. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
Chyba tu byłem.
She's strong as an ox. And she stamps
Tu
and bites
byłem.
when she's upset.
Tu nie chcą gadać. Tu gadałem.
How's it going?
Mustn't grumble.
Ale rozmowny. A ty?
Going down nicely, is it?
Going down a treat.
To your health, my friends.
Look out!
Dobra. Tu
Going
rozmawiam.
down nicely, is it?
If I decided to steal her, would you help me?
What? Who?
Buttercup, of course. Who else?
What do you mean? Steal?
One day, when their time comes, I'll take her to the butcher. And the more I think about it, the clearer it is to me that
Why the long face?
I can't do it. We could come up with a plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe.
I brought a love.
Butcher? Safe?
Here
A
it
large
comes.
bit?
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage a
I
pig
was
that size
wondering
on my
if
own.
you'd lend me your...
She's strong as an ox. And she stamps and bites when she's upset.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
To pijaki? Dobra. Idę do ciebie. Dobra.
One beer, please.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
All right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favour.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Ale z niego obibok. Dobra, trzeba...
You're not the fella who's supposed...
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me. God grant you health.
Dobra.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Just a couple of sacks. Get cracking.
Tu nie. Tu nie, to tu będzie. Jeszcze 4 worki.
And what can I get for you?
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
So, I went to see my brother. And to talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still
What did I do to you?
You did? I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
He's always
I'm not
threatening to leave
surprised.
everything.
A, niech się kłócą.
Go and see him.
Once I'm the son of getting bailiff in the head. It's bad news.
Exactly.
You're just
Let me tell you,
idiot.
I'd rather die poor but young
Village
than go
yokel.
through that.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking...
Jeszcze 2 worki. Oj, nie tu weszła.
It
Przepraszam.
happens. Just watch where you're going.
Did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. La, 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 la. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared. Hey, you! Get your sweetheart and fuck off out of our village. Both of you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll show you!
It was
Ci
him.
też są.
Hey! Fighting!
You leave me no
Zeig, was du drauf hast.
Nice
Fucking hell!
Fuck yourself. Shame on you.
O! Dobra, trzeba trochę
Don't
uciekać.
spare him.
You good?
Hey,
What are you
now
doing?
you fucked up.
Slice him up!
Take that. Filthy vermin.
A, i co? Co we dwóch?
This is unbelievable. We're gonna gut you, you whore.
O ty, kamie jeden. A masz.
Try me. Slice him up.
Why'd he do it?
Dobra,
You know, you're
wyciągnij.
one bugger.
No nie. Pokonali mnie. Chyba.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
O!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl.
And who was too scared to speak? Well, if it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you're a spoiled brat who can't even hear himself.
What the fuck did you say? I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
To się pokłócili chłopaki.
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Ocelotto!
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight!
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Możesz poprawić swoją reputację poprzez wykonywanie zadań. Straci się, jeśli będziesz popełniał przestępstwo i zachowywał się nieuczciwie. Twoje zachowanie dostrzegają inni, więc jeśli komuś pomożesz lub zranisz jakąś osobę, ludzie w okolicy wkrótce się o tym dowiedzą. Złą reputację zawsze można poprawić, płacąc za odpust bądź dzięki pielgrzymce pokutnej, którą może zlecić ksiądz. Jeśli w danej okolicy dochodzi do wielu przestępstw, ludzie staną się bardziej czujni, uzbroją się, a straże wezwą posiłki. Kiedy sytuacja się uspokoi, wszystko wróci do normy. Reputacja wpływa na to, jak traktują cię inni ludzie. Jeśli ktoś cię lubi, powita cię serdecznie, a handlarze zaproponują zniżki. Z kolei jeśli inni będą cię nienawidzić, mogą nie chcieć nawet z tobą rozmawiać. Każde twoje działanie niesie za sobą pewne konsekwencje. Jeśli popełnisz zbrodnie, otaczając ten świat i ludzie zareagują na nie. Wszystko, czego powinien unikać dobry chrześcijanin. Uznanie jest za zbrodnię. Nie można zabijać niewinnych, kraść, włamywać się do cudzych domów, krzywdzić ludzi, ani zwierząt domowych, a także zakłócać ich spokojnego życia. Konsekwencje i przestępstwa. Jeśli ktoś przyłapie cię na popełnieniu przestępstwa, zgłosi to strażnikom albo skonfrontuje się z tobą sam. Nie jesteś bezpieczny, nawet jak nikt nie przyłapie cię na gorącym uczynku. Ludzie nie są głupi i mogą wydedukować, że to ty popełniłeś występek.
Henry?
O, kto to jest?
It's about time. Come
I
here.
suppose I really do need to find some
Are you
job.
going to
I'll
just
find muck
stand here
without
like a
you.
statue?
You stuck-up lord of
You've got
Brimstone.
time, right?
At the mill?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-arsed, although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind?
brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay, but you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Oh well, it was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.